Hi guys. So, I'm sorry. If I sound weird, it's because I just had my wisdom tooth removed. Literally about half an hour ago. I didn't even I didn't know I would be filming this video, to be honest. Um I like to think of YouTube as a thing for like um sorry, I'm just laughing at the way I'm speaking. I can't. It's really hard to say words that require like tongues, t my lips to touch and my tongue. It's so basically speaking, it's really hard to speak. I really have to think about what I'm saying. It's my wisdom tooth just down here just got removed. So like this half of my face, kind of here, yeah, it stops here. So it's like here, all the way up here, kind of up here, and my lip and my this half of my tongue are all numb right now. I can't even feel it. Um, it's crazy. Um, how anesthetic can do this to someone. But anyway, the point in this video really, I like to think of YouTube as a space for kind of like my memories or my memories. I memories. For the life of me, I cannot say that. Memory. Memories. Oh, fucking hell. Anyways, I like YouTube as a place for me to put the things that have happened in my life, so I could like look back on them and be like, alright, okay. And I just thought this would be a funny video, for me to look back on, later on. I mean, it's fucking hilarious right now. I I can't get over, the way I'm speaking. I also keep touching my mouth because it's like I can't tell. Like I know I'm still salivating and I'm constantly having to like swallow, but I can't like because I can't feel here, um, or this part of my lip really. I can't really feel my lip until probably here. So all of this is numb, right? All of this is numb, and it feels like it's out here, but it's not. I look normal. Maybe not when I speak. This actually does look a bit weird when I speak, but this feels like it's a balloon right now. It feels like a waterbed, like the way I was saying to my friend. It feels like a waterbed has been injected onto my face. It's just, wow, it's such a strange feeling. Um, this video is gonna make no sense. Um, I wasn't drugged at all. I just, I got, well, I was drugged, but I wasn't like put on a sedative or anything that like you know how you do normal wisdom tooth videos, wisdom tooth removal videos, where people are like totally go under and then like they wake up and it's done. I was awake for the whole process. Um, yeah, and I got what you call local anesthetic. The other options were like you could get sedative, um, and you could get general anesthesia, which kind of just put you under. I chose to go for a local anesthetic because I made this appointment like months before I even moved to where I'm living now, and where I was living before was quite a while away from the dental hospital. So I needed to drive afterwards potentially, and local anesthetic you're allowed to drive afterwards because it's just like numbing your face. It's not affecting you cognitively anyway. Sorry, I just got a message on my phone. But yeah, so I chose that and I was quite scared and I was totally shaking and everything. Anxiety was like through the roof and everything, trying to even get myself to go to this appointment today. And I was just like, did I make the wrong choice back then? Could I change it now? And I'm so lucky that, sorry, I keep getting messages. Um, and I'm so lucky that um, my dentist was so nice, and there was nice nurses, and there was dental students and everything. I had like four faces looking at me. It was quite intimidating, but they were all very nice. So it made me feel very comfortable. Um, yeah, so I felt like I didn't have to ask for a sedative or anything like that today. I felt okay with just a local anesthetic. Um, but I did have to get, so basically use three injections initially. They used three injections basically. Um, in three different areas. I don't know where in the mouth. Um, and then there was she like felt it like we kind of waited. We just kind of sat there and talked about like Christmas and stuff because November, it's quite close to Christmas. Um, yeah, we kind of just talked about stuff like that, and it got to that point where it was time for checking to see if it had kicked in, if it was fine. Um, so she checked, and I was feeling like a little bit of a nerve pain whenever she was prodding wherever it was that she was prodding near my tooth that needed to come out. So she put another one of, I assume it was another dose of local anesthetic in. Um, I'm sorry, I'm sitting on the floor. Um, so she, yeah, so she put another one in, so that was four total I had. And after that, I was all good to go. It was all numbed, and like I couldn't even feel her, um, initially like doing anything until it got to that point where she was like really open my mouth and like a lot of pressure. It was like she was like this is my mouth. She was like really going in, and she was like holding my jaw down and everything, and it felt weird. It was like nothing. It was like she was gonna go through my face. There was so much pressure. It wasn't pain at all. There was no pain. It was just maybe pain from like holding my jaw. You know, like that. You know, like if somebody were to like pinch you or hold you really tightly, you would feel it. And I felt that. But I didn't feel any pain other than that, like where I shouldn't have been feeling it. I don't feel any pain there. I just felt pressure. It was like a lot of pressure. It was almost like somebody had put a really, really heavy weight and just pressed it and pressed it and pressed it against my mouth. And it felt like she was feeling like here, but it wasn't. It was like way back here where my tooth is, but it felt here. It was bizarre. Um, yeah, and then that happened a couple times, and I heard a few like she was like, if you hear like crunches and cracks and any noises, really, it's normal. It's just the tooth. So I felt all this pressure, and I heard the cracks and stuff, and it was really bizarre. It was freaking me out a little bit, but she tried to keep me calm and tell me to breathe and things, because another thing was like when you're doing the injections, I mean, you're doing the entire procedure really. You know you need to breathe. You need to breathe to live. But when I get nervous, I tend to not breathe. So yes, oh, sorry. So much saliva. She kept telling me to breathe, and that was like the only thing that was like distracting me from this immense pushing. Or even the needles when they were going in. I didn't feel the fourth one at all, like at all. Didn't even feel it at all. But the other three, I definitely felt them. The third one, not so much as the first two, but the first two, oh my bloody god, that first one and even the second one, they were so fucking sore. I have no. I hate injections. I don't do well in injections. So I was crying. I was physically shaking the entire 40 minutes. My legs were going mad. I was squeezing my hand. I was so scared. I don't like needles. And I have anxiety, and there was a lot of people in the room, and the whole situation was just nerving. I'm fine with dentists. I just don't like needles in crowded rooms and small spaces, and all of that was happening at once. And I was just like, I need to breathe, I need to breathe, I need to breathe, but also be like, we need to get it going and get it done. Um, so her like keeping me going and keeping like Siobhan breathe, 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 that was really helping a lot. And it was kind of almost um meditative, meditative, almost, because all I was focusing on was my breathing. That all the other stuff that was going on, I wasn't like I was aware of it, but I wasn't trying to focus on that. I was trying to focus on my breathing. So all I could think the entire procedure was keep your mouth open. Don't bite the dentist or the equipment or anything. Keep your mouth open. Stay breathing. Stay alert. Close your eyes if there's a needle or a scary point, and answer the questions. And obviously, when there's stuff in your mouth, you've got to be like, like you've got to make those noises, but don't move your head so much. It is really bizarre. When they're like, "Are you doing all right?" and you're like, it's just like, is it communicating across? And that's what I kept thinking about. That I was like, do they understand me? Um, and I was told like I could raise my hand because what it was, like my hands were like on my chest, and I was just holding them, and she was like, if you raise your hand, I know that means like stop, give me a break. Um, but I didn't have to use that. She just kind of got it done. Um, and yeah, so it was quite a quick process. I think it took about 40 minutes. Um, yeah, probably about 40 minutes. And it took not a lot of tools. She didn't have to. She was saying that she didn't have to like drill. I can't use my mouth. She didn't have to drill or anything like that. So I have to like drill. Like I have to like really enunciate the way I'm speaking. Oh, that was sore. Um, I need to take paracetamol or something soon before this anesthesia wears off. But basically, yeah, she did. It was very simple, but not simple. But basically, the X-ray that she had taken me before, she couldn't see like my tooth roots or anything. So she was like, we don't know where they are. We have two theories of where they might be, but we don't know where they are for certain. So she went into my mouth, um, took out the tooth, but was really careful at the same time. And then when she took it out, she was like, wow, like, you know, it's an interesting case. And I think that's why I had two students in the room as well, because if it's a rare occasion, you want somebody learning from that. So I got to see my tooth at the end and stuff like that, and I could see what she was on about. So my tooth had like the two, I can't remember if it was the back roots or the front roots, but there was basically one side had like two normal roots, and then there was the other side where there was two roots, and it was like, so these are the normal roots that are like just up and down, and then I had my other roots that were like curved like that, and kind of like fusing into the other roots, and then there was this like gap between these two roots, so imagine it was like there was fusing here and there was also a gap here. And she reckons that the nerve that goes along here, that I think is to do with like swallowing, chewing, like basically like the functions or something. She thinks that that nerve kind of like split and went under that tooth, and between that tooth. So there is like maybe nerve damage, but she's like, it's probably unlikely, but there might be. I don't think there will be. She's a great dentist and she's really good at her job, so I don't think it's gonna happen. But it's sometimes it's just unavoidable. So I need to watch out for that, really. But again, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I'm fine. Yeah, and that's pretty much my experience, really. Luckily, I have all my other wisdom teeth. Um, So I only had to go through that this one time. It's just recovery for the next few days. Soft foods, not hot, not cold, just kind of lukewarm. You could put your finger in it. I need to drink salty water tomorrow to wash out my mouth every time I've eaten, which is going to be great. um, so recovery is still to happen, obviously, and then I should be fine. But also today, another thing that is exciting, in another video that I'm going to be uploading as well, I got my Jeffree Star stuff. And I don't think I've actually disclosed it on this channel at all, but I got some of the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson collab stuff, and I think I might share it on this channel, just because it's something that excites me and it's something that I find interesting. And as I say, YouTube is not like, I'm sharing it to a platform where other people can watch it, but ultimately I do YouTube because it's something that I want to look back on and think, oh wow, like I had those editing skills. Probably not, but I had like all these experiences and all these skills, and I was so confident, and I was able to do things like that. And you know, you learn from this experience, but also you get those memories that are like always going to be there, unless of course you get copyright or whatever the fuck. But yeah, so I'm not like, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff if you want to. I'm not bothered if you do or do not, because this channel is for me, and I share it, and I'm very passionate about what I do. So if you want to have that occasional video a year and watch it if you want from me, that's perfectly up to you. Or go check out my old stuff. But I like to document my life, and if you want to watch it, completely up to you. So see you, or might not see you next time, but goodbye and thanks for watching.